Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever time it is for you. Good day. It is a late Saturday night stream here. I was not feeling well earlier today. Just having trouble breathing. Still am. It's just not agonizing right now. It's bearable. And I really, really, really want to complete the HSR 2.1 storyline. Right now, we're with Adventure Rain. I'm not digging the pacing so far, but we're just dipping our toes into the story. There's a lot of setup right now, so we're gonna see what they're gonna do. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do something that makes me like this character. I don't want them to do that. I want to continue hating this character, but I'm pretty sure that might change. We'll see. Let's just jump right into the game. Yep, right back where we left off. Hey Hendrik, do we know this kid?
Hey, you two! That's a place of business. No intrigue.
And I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce Celia's here.
Hello.
So she already completed the story, so no spoilers for her.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to bring him the suspect. My name is Ratio.
Why is he
Should
emphasizing
have
like every
mentioned
word?
to you.
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio. Your punch virtual particle clock is impressive.
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to my full pocket dimensional annihilating power armor of the Mobile Knights.
Right.
What is this kid talking
And
about?
as I mentioned, that fantasy raiment of yours doesn't exist.
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, only family can see the glory of the Mobile Knights. Ugh, enough. Get going. Don't keep Mr. Sunday waiting.
It seems like the idiocy index here is no better than it is out there.
Oh, thanks for wasting my time, kid.
A dead end?
The door is shut tight. Looks like we're on our own.
I mean, there isn't a door. How did you get in before?
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep in the dreamscape, with the mechanisms hidden in these Nightingale statues. The direction of the statues can be controlled. On the previous occasion, an attendant named Kona had gone to the side room to verify something before setting the statues in the correct positions.
Well, maybe we should do the same. Let's go and take a look. Of course, we can also use brute force.
Okay, so we're just gonna have to like find the picture that shows us the direction each bird's supposed to be in. And then we just switch it up ourselves. Oh, shouldn't have taken in that deep breath. Oh, sweet. We can finally see Aventurine's combat. We just gotta get up there.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
I could have just killed him, but I want to see this combat. Oh, there's a new guy who transformed into something else. Neat.
Not good.
That's half the work. Still waters of oblivion.
Stand down.
It's on me.
That's a pretty big shield right off the bat. Like, I know this shield's stacked to a certain point, but that's a
Enemy
Japard
targets
shield right there.
detected. Ready for another?
Familiar. All in.
If I remember right, the
I weep for the departed.
character status screen in combat actually does let you see like his ability descriptions.
Oh crap! And I just went into Acheron's ultimate. Right. We'll check it out in the next battle. Gah, only 200 plus K.
Another
I'm so
blood
glad I
debt
pulled for her.
repaid.
Feeling lucky.
What this is? At the start of the next battle, all allies' defense increase. Okay.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Okay, let's see here. Basic attack is basic attack. Skill provides all allies get a shield. Stackable. Ultimate gains a random amount of blind bet points and inflicts unnerve on a single enemy, dealing imaginary damage. When an ally hits an unnerved enemy, the crit damage dealt increases. Talent. For any single ally with a fortified wager, their effect resist increase. And when they get attacked, Aventurine accumulates blind bet. When Aventurine has fortified wager, he can resist crowd control debuffs. Upon reaching 7 points of blind bet, Aventurine consumes the 7 points to launch a follow-up attack that deals minor imaginary damage to random enemy targets, bouncing a total of 7 times. Technique. Use a technique randomly grants 1 out of the 3 defense boost effects with different buff values. So it's always going to be a defense boost, it's just different values. Okay, so his ultimate gives everybody a crit damage boost and inflicts a debuff on an enemy, which is good for Acheron. There's probably more stuff about his traces that we can't see. See, leverage, crit rate. Okay, so I don't think anybody on our team has a leverage. So this has to be his traces. That's giving him 42% crit rate. And the red and black. Yeah, that was probably, yeah, that's his technique. Bingo. After an ally with fortified wager uses a follow-up attack, Aventurine gains 1 blind bet. This effect can trigger 3 more times. See, they got him at 118 speed. They got him a pretty high crit rate, crit damage values. And his defense is 3,700. High defense, high crit rate, high crit damage. Really high crit damage for this. And 3,300 plus health. He must have really good relics. He must have his 5-star icon.
Another journey to destiny for oblivion.
Leave it to me.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Shred him.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is
Disintegrate
no
'em.
choice.
That's half the work. On still waters of oblivion.
Let's begin.
Hedge your bets.
Another blood debt repaid.
Ah, it's gonna be trash. Why are you giving me purples? Sure, did I get the... Yeah, I did get that chest. Alright, we need to eat some snacks.
Stream forth. Gleam of old blades.
6 nightingales facing in different directions. An obvious hint.
But are these nightingales?
They are. What's wrong?
How can nightingales be so huge? They look more like torment eagles to me.
There are no eagles in the 5 families, only nightingales. Why am I wasting time with you on this?
The two return to the path that came. Uh-oh. I have it on auto, says skip before I got a chance to. Okay, no, I think I can remember this. I could remember this.
It's okay, you don't have to.
But I'm going to. This was right, forward, left, I think. And this was right, forward, forward. Okay, without looking at the hint, let's see if it worked. Something else was open. Wait, was this the door that was already open, right?
Yeah, there'll be like a big obvious door at the end of the hall. When you have it right.
Alright, fine. I'll look at the hint. Oh, it's forward, right? Okay. There we go. First
Just
try.
as I thought. Here's the correct answer.
A truly miraculous discovery. Perhaps I should offer you the chance to join the Genius Society.
Do you have that authority?
Really? Well, I thought you'd given up on that already.
I was being sarcastic. Can't you tell?
No, we can't. Have you listened to yourself talk, Ratio? Everything you say sounds sarcastic, but you're being serious.
Oh, impressive. So much for Mr. Sunday's reserved, virtuous image.
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape. No matter how grand the mansion looks, it'll not affect Penacony. Stop wasting your time nitpicking the family here.
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy the family is death. Sunday must have thought the same. Let's head down.
It's like, I don't know, Ratio sounds like he's taking these comments from Aventurine personal.
He always sounds so pissed off.
I wonder if I should bring out Ratio for my team since he's technically with us. Should I do that? Should I bring out the Ratio team? We'll put Acheron on the bench. Nah, because I just want to slice up these guys, not deal with the combat.
Stream 4. Gleam of old blades.
TikTok, do you know about Bakucha? That controls the dreamscape from the shadows? What if the dream's edge? No, yeah, dream's edge hidden deep below. Oh, wait, I have it on auto. Damn it. TikTok, they have fooled you, dear guest. Come and hear the truth. I shall show you how truly filthy the dark underbelly of Penacony is. Easy peasy. Not even a challenge. TikTok, think about it. These stories are insane, right? How could I have believed such things? I'm sure they're all just conspiracy theories dreamed up by the B-grade tabloid. They must be fake, right?
Seek, and you will find.
Must be talking about Fox News. Oh, right. I think I remember where, who takes these eerie building blocks. No, wait, that guy disappeared after I gave him all of them. Maybe he'll be back. I'm going to leave you idle for a second in this go all white. Can't hide from me. Nope. There has to be a chest somewhere around here. What was that? What was that sound? Oh, it's a bird. All right, you guys. You hear a faint sound emanating from somewhere, resembling a chirping of a bird or figment from your subconscious. You glance downwards. As you expected, nothing is there. After all, real birds do not exist within the dreamscape.
I guess only the trailblazer can talk to that bird.
Oh, right. That was a thing, wasn't it? And here's another
At least-
bird.
At least you can find the hidden ones.
Chirp, how did you find me when I was when I hit so well? I think I hear something. Chirp, chirp. So I was a feather away from being perfectly hidden. Chirp. Next time I'll remember to hide somewhere even sneakier. Don't forget to come and find me again. Chirp. Find you again. So he's not done. I gotta drat. These paintings always feel like this guy's trying to flash me. I'm sorry, what was that?
I think he means like some kind of hypothetical future hide and seek game.
Oh, get in the corner there. Yeah, whatever. How do I... Okay, there we go. There we go. God, it's so easy. Sometimes it's a curse being this smart.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action. Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Boink. Oh wait, the clocky tower or statue, did that upgrade already? Can we get more clocky stuff?
I think it only lets you upgrade it further after you finish the plot. Or make a certain progress in the plot.
Okay.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Let's eat some more snacks. My team is going to be so fat after this expansion. Or not after this update. Just been eating snacks all day.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Ah. Oh, that's a pretty nice poster of Robin. Or portrait. She looks so different without a gash in her chest. Easy
Life is a
peasy.
puzzle in and of itself. Seek, and you will find.
See you, birdie. See you, birdie. See you, birdie. Heh. There really is nothing like the feeling of standing on top of high peck chirp. Do you wish to surmount the highest peak in Dondu Hut, too? I think you hear something. Being the generous little bird I am, I shall cede this fine scene to you. No need to thank me, Chirp. Farewell, goodbye. I'm off to find my next summit. Chirp. So, you said that you were able to get a free copy of the new Destruction Light Cone, right?
Yeah.
What did you do to get that? Was it
It
a
seems like
minigame or was it a story?
It seems like it just happened as part of the plot.
Stream 4. The
Weird.
gleam of old blades.
It
Right
felt
now,
relevant.
that light cone is only useful for a character that's not even in the game yet. I don't think there is a single character right now that could have used that card or light cone.
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades.
Remember last time somebody in my chat suggested Arland, but Arland only takes up 15% of his health with his skill, not 25. There is no, I mean, I guess Blade. Okay, no, yeah, I made a mistake. Blade is the only one that could effectively use it. Oh, we are the coolest guy right now. Just upside down origami bird on there. But Honey will care. He's more important stuff to deal with. Hide, Hano. Well, that's a new enemy. We should actually fight that guy next time instead of just killing him right away. Hano dash. Wait. Boss Stone's minions will experience true calamity when Hanu gets his Hanu launcher. After taking aim at an enemy, hitting the fire button will unleash the Hanu rocket and consume ammunition. Enemies will drop ammo after being defeated. If one round of ammo hits multiple enemies, more ammo will drop at once. If Brother Hanu has no more ammo left, he can return to Hanu launcher's position to unlock the Hanu rocket again to replenish one ammo. Yes. Yes!
Didn't I tell you?
Okay, I didn't want to believe it. But yes, Hanu has become even cooler. Get the blood out of a stone. Yeah!
I guess that's the recipe for making anything cooler. Give it a rocket launcher.
Oh wait, can I blast this? Ooh! Hanu found a secret wall. If you use Hanu's rocket to ignite fireworks, it will trigger an explosion that defeats enemies and is even capable of destroying walls. Hanu launcher! Oh, okay, good. This is good. Is this... It's alright. Oh, we got part 2, chapter 2 of Hano's adventure. Okay, wow, that was an amazing story. Thank you, Hano. Silly, is it raining outside right now? Or is
I
that
don't
just the
think so.
wind?
Mm, the little widget at the bottom of my desktop says it's clear out.
Yeah. Where am I to go? Oh, wait. Get some more balls. Yeah, I'm hearing the wind pick up, but I don't know if this is wind or if it's rain as well. Okay, this could be good on Himiko. She does need effect hit rate. It has speed and crit rate on it. But it's an attack shirt. So no. Who's a follow-up attacker that doesn't need crit rate or crit damage?
Vodka?
I suppose. But I don't think that this is definitely not best in slot for Kafka. I think she takes a DOT set. Alright, that's a useless piece. Wait, what is this? Why can't I take it? I feel like I should be able to take this. Is this for later in the story?
I can't see what you're looking at because of the delay.
Well, what do you want right now?
I think you just got the chess piece.
Oh, refresh your page.
Okay, now I see it.
I go up there. That spot up there.
Oh, it doesn't let you grab the thing because you didn't yet trigger the cutscene that said you needed the thing.
Lame. Fix it, wildcard. Yeah, I was kind of like wandering around instead of advancing the story. Which I'm still going to do. Wait, do we come from here? Nope. Oh, wait, no, we came from here. Oh, this way, duh.
Hold on.
Huh? What's wrong? Are we heading the wrong way?
No, but this door is locked.
My friend? Did you really make an appointment with him?
It's a trial. You got to prove your worth to Sunday before you can speak with him. If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door in the hall, or this place will be our prison.
Oh, an escape room. My favorite.
Get serious. I've no time for games. Let's head back. The hint is probably in that prominent sandpit.
Wow. That's an enormous sandpit. I'd love to build a tall building for myself. Once I have enough savings. Oh, look. There's a noticeable gap in the model. I believe you're right.
There wasn't a gap before. That man must have done it intentionally.
Well, with your brilliant mind, you shouldn't have any trouble recalling what was here last time. Right, Doctor?
Of course. Let's look around. When I see it, I will know it.
And now we go back to get that piece.
Fine. Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now?
Found it. This is it.
See, which way do we go to get there? I'm having trouble remembering. Oh wait, it's straight up showing me what where I gotta go. It's alright, I didn't want to use my brain. Oh hey, we missed a chest. Wait, that was dumb. It's not where we're supposed to go. Okay, so wait, that wasn't it then. But why was it showing it there? It was purposely showing me the wrong one.
And the nameplate reads Gulliver's Arch. Well, I'm amazed you can remember something this tiny. You know, this reminds me of a tunnel I once saw that could shrink people who passed through it.
If I were you, I would shut my mouth. It's wise to remain silent when you should.
Man, Ratio is just tired of just dealing with Aventurine. Like, he was pissed off right at the beginning.
Oh, this reminds me of one of those building toys. You know, with the blocks. I've never played with them before. I wonder if it's more interesting than stacking chips.
You know, I'll admit, I don't like Aventurine.
Look, the gap
But
is
he's not doing
closed.
anything truly egregious
And
to
it
earn
fits
this kind of ire.
perfectly. So, what's next?
No, we're supposed to click it.
Oh, good heavens. Did I shrink? Am I still in a dream?
Indeed.
How else would you do this?
Oh, Doctor, you're huge.
what she said.
It's me! Down here! In the sand pit! Oh, actually, I think we could make this work for us. Just find a way to slip me into Sunday's collar, and I'll infiltrate the family just like that. Oh, fine. I was just kidding. Let's find a way to open the door.
I think this guy's broken. Hello, I'm Industrial Pride. Yep, see you, birdie. I'm just gonna skip what he's saying. Are there enemies around here? So, do you remember enemies around this area?
I don't think there's enemies at that point.
Nope. You lie.
Stream 4.
I literally just ran into him as you said there weren't any. Easy peasy. Booyah.
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades.
Right, back at the beginning. And hot. This guy's dream is broken. Literal T-posing going on. Maybe it's still a work in progress.
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades.
What did he say? Hello, I'm the world's lousiest soldier. We're knee deep in a sword grate. Not a grate, oh, whatever. Can I play the machine? Nope. Alright, Puzzle Man, what you got for me? Easy peasy. Oh, I gotta chase these now.
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak Soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model. Happy to be of service.
Tell me about the guided tour.
And tell me about the tour.
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak Soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model.
Yeah, I was talking to you. Then, tell me about the tour. Give it a kick.
Model. Happy to be of service. Generating guide. Please wait patient.
You seriously are the worst soldier. Tell me about the tour. Kick it again.
Found the nearest check-in spot. Please look behind me. A capsule machine model.
After screaming, the soldier collapses. He didn't even have time to earn a 5-star rating from you.
What's up with that? Now the family's toys are trying to frame me? I didn't do a thing to it, Doc. You've got to be my witness.
I saw nothing.
Oh, capsule machine. There's no mechanism on the floor.
I see a birdie up there.
Could there be one at the top? Doctor, do me a favor. So, I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings. The only difference is that no one lives in them. Funny that Sunday puts a miniature that makes him seem like a giant by comparison, right where he can see it first thing in the morning. Insecure much?
Where's that bird? It's way up there. How do I get to the bird? Maybe I gotta be in big form to get the bird. Yukon Sprint would be really useful right now. Easy peasy. Just
Well, one of the
little big
fragments
run.
flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there. But it's tough.
This is the pinball machine? I didn't know that.
Oh, great. There's another pinball machine base here. And it's empty too. Doc! I'll need your brain power again.
There's no need to yell. I can hear you. The pinball machine must be hidden somewhere in the hall. like the arch. Wait here, and I'll be back in a minute.
It sounds like he's talking really slow, like somebody who speaks English trying to tell somebody who doesn't speak English something. But he just say it really slowly, as if that's supposed to work.
Peace.
Oh, ooh, battle.
Stream 4. Gleamable.
This was that scene in Road Killer's EXE, in which he went for the chest and got jumped by those guys. And just like in the EXE, Akron took them all out.
That's it. Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
Man, like, what crawled up his butt this morning? Why is he such a... Ratio is just in a mood today. Or is this really Sparkle? This isn't Ratio, this is Sparkle. Because I can't imagine Ratio being this pissed off all the time.
Oh, you're back. Just place it here.
I don't know, he always sounds a little pissed off even when he's not. So maybe when he actually is pissed off, he just sounds like he's barely concealing any rage.
No, I mean, like, okay, normally he sounds kind of sarcastic and exacerbated, but now he just sounds like he's just legitimately upset. Like, normally he sounds like a tired teacher trying to tell a student the same thing 15 times, and like, last time, 2 + 2 is 4. No, now he's just, like, he just wants to kick a puppy.
Thanks, Doc.
Yawning hurts. Easy peasy.
Oh, Ratio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly, you could easily squash me with just a pinch.
If that is your wish, I will do so without a moment's hesitation.
All done. Piece of cake.
No, the bird's on that one over there. Okay, let's see if we can get over there. We might need to actually fight this.
Feeling lucky.
Stay.
Stream 4. Gleam of old place.
Do we still have the upper hand?
Yeah, look what happened to them. Are you blind, Pella? Or you are wearing glasses?
Still waters of oblivion.
Leave it to me.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
We have the upper hand.
Oh, I should have slowed it down so I could get a better look at it.
Free will?
Enemy
or was
data
it
secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
destined for oblivion?
Stand down.
It's on me.
Ready for another?
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
Hut. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Destined for oblivion.
Now we'll finish it.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
An easy 222k.
All done. Piece of cake.
This is trash. But this is not where we get the bird. Pop it. Kill him.
Stream forth. The gleam.
Kill him. Easy puzzle. That goes here, clearly. Of course, we all know where this one goes. Here. Couldn't make it any more obvious. Of course. And where is that bird? It's on the side of this thing. Found you. Wait. I can't get him? Somewhere nearby, you hear strange disturbances. You can tell that whoever's making that noise is huge, light-footed, and perhaps even a little bit drunk. The sound seems to be coming from above. However, looking up, you see nothing but an empty billboard. It's like there's an invisible dream floating above. Maybe it's just your imagination. I guess I gotta be baked to get the guy out of there. Last but least,
And the joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. Makes me feel sad. Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
I see it. But I can't get to it. Only I could jump. Maybe I gotta beat the Trailblazer to actually get this one.
It's a pity you made it out of the sandpit alive. Sunday is just beyond this door. From my limited understanding, he's not someone easily handled. Are you prepared?
Yeah. Only I believe he's the one who should be prepared to face me.
Them's fighting words.
Tell me about your plan.
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear. There are only two kinds of bargaining chips when dealing with people. Benefit or fear.
Looks like sincerity isn't in your dictionary.
Am I not sincere enough? There's no need to emphasize it. We've got to make good use of death. That man's sister is dead. He won't be able to turn a blind eye, and that's fear. And I'll help him find the murderer. He can't do it due to his status and position, but I can. And that's benefit.
On what basis do you believe he's incapable, necessitating the delegation to someone from a rival faction? The IPC?
Simple. Because that murderer could very well be a traitor hiding inside the family.
Do you mean the Galaxy Ranger whom you accused previously?
That was just an excuse, good doctor.
So we did lie.
There's something wrong with that woman. We need someone who can keep her in check. It's better to minimize the variables outside our control while we execute our plans. Moreover, I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. She could be an important pawn. And it's good to have more helpful friends when dealing with this matter. But honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her. I believe my standpoint. There's a rat in the family. Otherwise, why would Mr. Sunday arrange a private meeting with us? This isn't an interrogation, but a secret negotiation. We'll see. Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, I'll win back my freedom and power. In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death. If the chance of winning is just beyond this door, even if that chance is close to zero, well, you can't win if you don't play, right?
Ah, the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
Alright, let's go. Honestly, I don't like his chances. And in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Dr. Ratio backstabs him. I don't even know why Dr. Ratio is here to begin
my
with.
puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC ambassador.
Honestly, I'm confused about that
I
too, but I guess
appreciate
he's
your
just
words.
working for the
And
IPC.
I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday. However, this is no way to greet a guest.
Look at that shit-eating grin
Well,
Sully has.
this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. Before we speak, I need to test your character. I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help, yes?
Certainly. You ought to know this better than I do. He's already faithfully fulfilled his duties, hasn't he?
Yes, the doctor has assured me of your noble character. He considers you, like himself, a virtuous person who can be trusted by the family. I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr. Aventurine. You're diligent, generous, and willing to cooperate. The fact that you succeeded in overcoming many obstacles just to meet me gave me the reason to believe in your wisdom and courage. But there's one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person and put yourself in a situation where you shouldn't be, witnessing a tragedy that shouldn't have happened.
You don't look too well. Am I making you anxious? If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious accusation against the family.
No, you weren't mistaken. For depravity is creeping in around you. There's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister. Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business. As you know, her voice has been out of tune since she returned to Penacony. What's more disheartening, she can't sing anymore. Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but I know you hold a different opinion. Now your noble status has become a shackle, preventing you from apprehending the murderer and avenging your sister's death. You're feeling anxious because you're out on a limb. But don't worry, I'm on your side.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return, would you?
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine. My liberty and the personal items under the family's custody, the bag of gift money, and...
the box in which the cornerstone is stored.
That's right.
What is the cornerstone?
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the Preservation Emanator, granting significant power. And every liquidation specialist holds one.
The cornerstone is a sacred stone that seals the Preservation Emanator. And every liquidation specialist holds one. And it says 10 stone hearts, so there's 10 stones. And it gives these people extra power because it's coming from the emanator they imprisoned. That don't sound good.
Well, I think Diamond is the emanator and he's the boss. But
Are we sure Diamond is the emanator, or is Diamond just somebody that holds a cornerstone? Because it says the sacred stone that seals the Preservation Emanator. I mean, and to me, that sounds like the person is imprisoned. They're sealed away somewhere, like in a box.
Maybe there's another one, yeah.
I know there could be more than one emanator for each path, but right now, okay. Aventurine, he says this is his cornerstone. I wonder if Topaz has one, if Diamond has one. So like every IPC unit that has like a gemstone name probably has one of these cornerstones.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so Topaz has one. But why is she so weak? Okay.
For an object so precious, it probably comes at an even higher price than other forms of recompense.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk I'll be undertaking to bring the truth to light.
Mr. Aventurine, when you're out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest. Your trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes.
Of course.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. You should make sure everything is presentable and in order before leaving the house. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation.
Please, don't let me turn you down twice.
Sure.
You've already
If the
been
gift
dumped
money
once.
is good enough. I suppose you wouldn't mind that. After all, a merchant can't function without a bargaining chip.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. I can give you your gift money, but before that, I want you to tell me. The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored in it? Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms
He's a
with
warlock.
hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
What have you done?
Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next, you have 113 seconds to prove your innocence and gain my trust.
Is Sunday an emanator of harmony?
I don't think so.
Is that some weird mystic juju he just did?
But yeah, I think he gets some special harmony power from the family. Something.
And if I refuse to answer?
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects you. Question: do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty.
Okay, there's something going on with this bird. What kind of bird is that? Is that a robin? I don't know what a robin bird looks like.
No, might be a nightingale. Well, I don't think it's a real bird, but
What do you think? It might be Sparkle?
maybe.
But somebody's definitely spying on them.
Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion, encompassing but not restricted to the techniques of the Garden of Recollection?
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Sigonia. Isn't that the place where Sparkle says, like, there are only, like, thieves and criminals?
Yeah, that's where Adventure Train's from.
An Avgin. Okay, we heard this phrase before when we were looking at Baby Aventurine, and his mother was spouting off a whole bunch of nonsense over and over again. She mentioned Avgin. What is Avgin?
That's his ethnic group.
Okay.
Yes. You even know about that?
Do the Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Yes.
All the Avgins were killed in a massacre. Am I right?
Okay, I stopped the auto scroll because I wanted to keep the camera on the bird, but I switched off the bird. That symbol on the bird, the eye symbol. Where did we see that before?
Is that the thing that... Does it look like the death meme?
Yes, it looks like the death meme. Okay.
No.
Are you your clan's sole survivor?
Perhaps.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands.
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine Stone is safe and sound in this box?
Of course.
Looks like we can get an answer. Open it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to defend your honor. Please.
Why was the music getting so intense there? Oh,
Are these what you're looking for?
where did to? System hours ago. Okay. Why didn't you just say hours ago?
Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner who sees the pursuit of knowledge above all.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that, besides the family, no other faction is willing to share such information.
He said the Stellaron. Like, is there a Stellaron on Penacony? Or is there a specific one that Dr. Ratio is looking for?
I think there's been one on Penacony since around the time it got its independence from the IPC.
That was like, I know I read that story, but I really don't remember much about that.
Cut to the chase. What do you need from me?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't expect a featherless bird to take flight.
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the Strategic Investment Department have united, progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
The cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine surrendered. Was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone. The 10 Stonehearts aren't as united as you think. Cornerstones are significantly more precious to them than their very own lives.
But you know that he's a crazed gambler. The more vocal he is about it, the more cautious I must be.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink. Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. But I happen to be among them.
I appreciate it.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar to that of Klepoth's body.
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 Stonehearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones, granting them an unparalleled radiance. And this golden statue is also known as Topaz, not Adventurine, and it belongs to Topaz. So, do you wish to confront him?
Not at the moment. I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
The safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that cornerstone has been in your hands from the very beginning.
I see.
Well, that explains
This
what I was
bag,
doing.
mixing a cornerstone, more precious than life itself, with a bunch of worthless jewels, disguised as a gift of money waiting to be confiscated, is indeed in line with Mr. Aventurine's style.
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with, betting on your single misstep, leading to a total loss.
Learned doctor, I am grateful for your help.
Alright, so
The family
Ratio
will
did betray
surely
him.
reward a righteous person like you.
Yes.
As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation.
Unless he's going for a triple cross.
It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your storied career.
Ratio, you wretch.
Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live. Treasure your remaining time, and savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat.
You might as well explain yourself a little more clearly.
What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet you acted willfully, uttering nothing but falsehoods, transforming the consecration into a trial. I genuinely see no reason to absolve you from it.
Is this what the Harmony represents? But is it built upon constraint and coercion?
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent, but I have seen your resilient spirit, and thus I offer you the possibility of a new beginning. Throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape, or contact any of your companions. You only have 2 paths before you, and it all depends on whether you can complete my test within the time limit. Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the Harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the Eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up the same either way.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective. I will purge the evil from the inside and bring the real culprits to justice within 17 system hours. When the time comes, compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy and honesty.
I just noticed that halo on Robin's head, or floating behind his head, has those very similar eye marks that were on the bird, which we agreed looks very similar to the death meme.
He got a few kind of eye marks, like on his chest.
Yeah, that too. So death is controlled by the family, or at least by Robin. I mean, not Robin, by Sunday.
Yeah,
That's my guess. I'm guessing that death is controlled by either Sunday and or the family.
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth? That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless jewels for everything you need. That's what gamblers excel at, isn't it? Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free. I will wait here for your good news.
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. That's all. By the way, before you go, I have a personal question.
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kakavasha! Where did you go? Oh, are you injured?
I assume Kakavasha is his sister?
I got it back, sister.
Up
No,
there.
that's him.
Oh, he's Kakavasha?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, okay. For a second there, I thought he was Avgin, and they're like, no, Avgin is his race.
You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. It's just a necklace. It's neither food nor water. We can survive without it. But I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those catechins again, okay?
Catechins. Shell Slasher. I'm guessing those are monsters?
Mm-hmm. Or
Sister,
some other ethnic group.
Don't be afraid. The catechins are fools, but I'm smart. I played a game with them, and I won.
Okay, yeah, so I'm guessing they are another ethnic group.
One? What happened exactly? Tell me.
I made a bet with them. The two birds in the desert and me. Who will die first? I won. They suspected me of cheating, but I didn't. I won fair and square.
Of course you'd win. You've always been a lucky child. Gaiathra Triclops must be watching over you.
There's something about that name, Gaiathra Triclops, that just bugs me. Is this such a silly name?
She has 3
That's
eyes,
no
does that
reason to
help?
push your luck by going
It's the
up against
Gaiathra
those-
part that bugs
those
me.
Bloodthirsty, cruel catechins. Have you forgotten how Mom and Dad... Look, this is just a necklace. But Kakavasha, you are my only family.
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. Because Mom left you this necklace. There'll be no next time.
It is important, but not as important as you, my dearest brother. I don't blame you, but you must remember what Mom said. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gaiathra Triclops. She has also granted us a chance. And that's your good luck,
Going
Kakavasha.
AFK a minute.
Your good luck is the most precious wealth we all Avgin have. You're a child blessed by Gaiathra Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself and never resent the pain and poverty you're going through. All right? Listen to me and swear to Gaiathra Triclops.
Okay. I will swear to Gaiathra Triclops to protect this wealth. But sister, if Gaiathra Triclops was really watching over us,
If I had a nickel every time they say Gaiathra Triclops.
then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, Dad went to the Catechins' land only to prepare for Gaiathra Triclops' offerings. And where was Gaiathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Mom was still
Say it
pleading
again.
for Gaiathra Triclops'
And again.
forgiveness under her breath, until the moment she closed her eyes. Sister, everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. If every rain pour was Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness and grace, then how bad were our sins? So much so that we were born in this world of death?
Hey, we're back with the group.
Excuse me. I can't seem to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided also doesn't show any matches.
Just as I thought. I'd like to ask, what kind of traces do people leave when they enter a dream?
Are you referring to the records when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor physiological indicators such as heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and body temperature in real time. This data will be included in statistics and handed over to the family for the screening of any data anomalies. Immediate action will be taken once any illegal behavior is detected.
Is it possible to access these records? Feels like every move is being watched.
I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound family. We can only gain access if there's a problem.
Looks like nothing can be found here.
At least we know who to look for next. We can ask the Bloodhound family for information. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Allie. By the way, is Miss Robin doing fine? We are looking forward to her performance.
Fine? What does that mean? Is there something wrong with Miss Robin? The preparations for the Charmony Festival have been proceeding smoothly, so I guess things are pretty good. I believe she will be able to put on a spectacular show for all of you.
I'm sure. Sure enough, no one knows about Miss Robin. I'm not surprised. But that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. There's no information on her in the hotel system. Even if she's a stowaway, she should have a disguised identity after entering the planet. She's also in the running for the legacy. How is she going to sneak into the dreamscape unnoticed?
Is there any other way to enter a dream? Besides the hotel room's dream pool?
The Garden of Recollection. The Garden of Recollection.
The Memo Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. In the memory zone of Penacony, they thrive effortlessly, a fact proven to us by Black Swan. The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotel's seal. According to the scene witnessed by him, it is likely that they are behind Miss Firefly's case.
The Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron Hunters. Both are possible, but what about the IPC? Since they want Penacony all for themselves, they're bound to have a plan.
Who are you guys?
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position, ready to execute armed evacuation operation. Boss, get moving!
Did we run into these guys with the Topaz quest? Like, are these those same guys? The ones that were just causing trouble that we had to in the slums. I forget what it was called, where Sela and her homeboys work at. Maybe? Because remember, like, they were beating up on the miners. We went down there. There was one robot and a couple of IPC goons. And then we had to beat them up and send them crying back to Topaz. Because we're getting that goofy music right now. Like the... What were those guys from the Power Rangers? Skull and... I gotta look this up. Okay. Bulk and Skull. Thank you, yes. That's the vibe I'm getting from these guys.
Armed evacuation? Boss, aren't you drunk?
What do you know? It's more efficient this way. Just don't let the director find out. Act first, report later. Understood?
Help! Help me! I spent all my year-end bonus on the snowball! I don't want my name on the department's major disciplinary notice!
Hey, check it out! That voice. Could it be the IPC workers from Bellabog?
March just confirmed. These are the guys from Bellabog.
The IPC will be conducting special operations within the hotel. Please follow the staff in charge of evacuation to the designated safe zones, or compulsory measures will be enforced.
I'll request a beating for you lot! You've been told not to drink during work hours.
Oh wait, I remember those boobs.
Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
Topaz is constantly having trouble with her employees.
Miss Topaz? I never thought I'd run into you on Penacony.
Oh, long time no see, Astral
I
Express
say
crew.
incompetent.
Venturine has told me a lot about your happenings.
I mean, how many times has this happened? And it just keeps happening.
It's fine. Do as they ask, and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. Report to me before taking any action. Yes, all right. As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordiality from the family is a mere facade. The former frontier prison has turned around and cuffed its shackles on the IPC staff now. Only a Venturine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage like us, we can only sit around in the reality hotel, unauthorized to even enter dreams.
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't back him up in the dreamscape.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not? Let me know if you need anything outside the dreamscape. The IPC always treats its partners well.
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel. Perhaps you've had dealings with them?
I'm glad to see that the Astro Express got over that entire Topaz trying to murder them thing.
Yep, they're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? It'll take the spotlight off me. Being constantly stared at is really uncomfortable. How does it feel to be in business with Aventurine?
Kind of slimy.
I bet you're not used to it. That's just his style. All or nothing is his mantra. He's always cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous assignment with him. But everyone has their merits, so I won't comment further. But Venturine's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without a hitch, and basically never lost a gamble. Which is why, on the issue of retaking Penacony, I'm watching with keen interest.
He's that good, huh? It works only when all parties' interests are aligned.
Of course. It's business after all. What's important is where you're seated at the table. As for the two cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can do is ask you to keep digging for more details. Please, continue to investigate the case. All I can do is sit tight in the real world. I look forward to hearing your progress.
Do we get any more chests? Nope, no more chests. What is this? I read that. That's right, we got an achievement. What was this achievement? A dreamy town, Oak Paradise. Enter the miniature. Okay, yeah, that's guaranteed to get. To get blood out of stone, transform into Hanu and use the Hanu rocket. Nobody else to talk to? Nope.
We're carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else. Surveilling the IPC executive Topaz, ensuring that she stays put at the Reverie Hotel during her time on Penacony. We've got the right one this time.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
We meet again.
It's you again. Back for more trouble? We're not afraid of you this time.
Well, spit it out. Stop bothering us if you've nothing important.
So you know each other. Why do you keep running into people you've beaten up before?
I beat up a lot of people. It's just hard. It's easier. Like, it's harder to not run into people I haven't beaten up. See, I got business with your captain. Where is he? I need to pull some records for me. It's for official business. When's our lunch break? Hungway? That's a legit typo. That is not on purpose. That is a legit typo.
That's right. We're investigating a murder for the family. Can we speak to your captain about the case?
Well...
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he returned from Dream's Edge. What murder? You'd better stop spouting nonsense.
Yeah, that's right. We have nothing to report. Please leave.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did at least tell us that the captain is at Dream's Edge.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? It's probably Gallagher, the one he mentioned, right?
Alright, we're just gonna teleport over there.
Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well.
You know, I just want to say something real quick about the...
Gallagher.
Are you done, March?
Where could he be?
Okay. The scene with Robin, Ratio, and Aventurine.
You mean Sunday?
Sunday, yeah. It was a really good scene. Like, normally I don't enjoy it when games just take so long with a cutscene. And you're thinking, like, they just really want to make an anime instead of a game. But the scene was really good. I just don't enjoy how long it took. Like, and I'm wondering, was there any way they could have made it any shorter and still keep it with the same kind of intensity? I don't think it would have been possible.
I think it's especially hard because this game is translated from Chinese. And from what I can tell, compared to English, you can squeeze a heck of a lot more meaning into like a certain number of syllables in Chinese than you can in English.
Yeah, I mean,
so everything they say, it takes like twice as long in English to say it compared to saying it in Chinese.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it's not like every single sentence in the line was important. There was some beating around the bush, and wow, I got bug bites in my leg. When did that happen? I got chewed up when we went out earlier. Check yourself to see if you got bitten. But, I mean, I'm not going to say like every single line and syllable was important and needed to be there. But even if you like got rid of some of the beating around the bush, like, you're not cutting much time off of that. But the scene was still really, really good. I'm just worried that this 2.1 might just turn more into an anime than an actual game.
Constructing dreams.
Because I know that's how Honkai Impact is. Honkai Impact is like a visual story more than a game. Like, the gameplay part of it seems more like a hindrance. Like, it's... Like, I tried playing Honkai Impact 3rd when the new update came out. The, like, Honkai Impact 3rd 2, or whatever it was called. And it seemed like they just wanted to do cutscenes and dialogue and exposition. They didn't really want to do gameplay. The gameplay seemed like it was something they had to shoehorn in there.
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Hold on a minute. I think I've seen you before. The gray-haired one.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly on Penacony?
No, you don't want to know much. This ain't it, Chief. You got the wrong guy. That's right. It's a me, Clocky.
You think you look alike?
How about a clockwork trick?
Wait, are you for real?
Not possible. It was you the last time, yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating me up with that silver-haired girl. I'm not letting you get by this time. Please leave, or I'll have to get on my knees and beg you.
No, that's just kind of sad.
What kind of heinous crime have you committed now?
Hold on, sir.
I was just
We
manipulating
have
his
documents
mind.
authorized by the family that would aid your investigation. If it wouldn't trouble you, could we see this Mr. Gallagher?
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There's been a few people mentioning this name. Even the one with the gray hair.
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security officer who dispatched us. That's all I can divulge.
He'll do. He's the one we've been looking for.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, no one's allowed through. Everyone, please leave. There's really no need for us to make things difficult for each other, right?
We're really sorry for troubling you. Let's think of another way.
Another way. That's it! Didn't they say something about that? What was it? Clockwork? That got this guy to change his mind? Can you perform it again? That, clocky magic.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Please?
Right, time to break this man's mind.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, no one's allowed through. Everyone, please leave. There's really no need for us to make things difficult for each other, right?
You and this Bloodhound family member have met before, and you know he's very upright. But you're also aware of that principles sometimes don't matter when a person is in a good mood. Activate clockwork. We'll make him happy.
Let me see what time it is now. Whoa! It's this time already! What? Time to clock out! And no one's gonna stop me.
The highly principled member of the Bloodhound family laughed heartily and left the scene.
What?
I told you had powers.
This clockwork trick of yours, it's kinda dangerous.
At least he won't be getting in our way again. Let's go find that Gallagher and ask him the intricacies of the case.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Welcome. Since you made it here, what can I do for you?
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone, it sounds like you were expecting us.
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me sir.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express, and honorable guests of the Watchmaker. I had an encounter with this gentleman in the Golden Hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too. I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
That's exactly what the family has ordered us to investigate.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of that child. So we've decided to help the family get to the bottom of it, in the hopes of getting justice for her.
The Nameless involved with the family. What an unpredictable twist of fate.
Why? What's wrong with the family?
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots, little kids, and inebriated fools.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
Well, you got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure, come with me. This is not a good place to talk. Let's go elsewhere.
At this moment on the other side.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly.
I don't like how the story keeps jumping around between characters like this. Because when Welt and Agron was facing off, that was really intense, and then they just kind of jumped away, and I completely forgot about it until just now, but the intensity is gone.
Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Like a living idol. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command, they loyally fulfill their roles, offering themselves while also receiving sustenance in return.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream has persisted for so long.
But the human body has its limits, and so does the Divine's.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Why?
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. The family refuses to acknowledge this, and it has ultimately backfired and become a catalyst. As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis. Regardless of the perceived bliss, death looms as the inevitable conclusion. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire building to shake, break, and crumble.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned them. I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron. Are you willing to share your findings with me?
Of course. That's if I remember.
She says this as her hand gently rests on the hilt of her sword. And then quickly lets go in the blink of an eye.
Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become easily forgetful. It's only when this sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Take your time.
That should do it. I vividly remember everything that occurred on Penacony. Ask away.
Regarding the moment of daybreak.
The moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where the Dawn Factory, which processes the foundation of the dreamscape, is located.
Behind the dreamscape's song and dance stand many imagination factories. Workers create all kinds of whimsical works day in and day out in their dreams. Then they return to reality and sleep on a narrow bed in a room. A far cry from luxury. They say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and motley dreamscape is the best reward. There I encountered a young woman who had just come of age. The perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. Her greatest wish was to one day move to the golden hour and see the magnificent garments she had woven with her own hands. For certain reasons, her wish was difficult to fulfill. But I managed to bring her a garment.
Regarding the Gilded Hour.
Gilded Hour. It's said to be Penacony's currency center.
Yes. It is a fortress-like financial city, the economic heart of the dreamscape. The Pepeshi people of the Alfalfa family are there to keep it running, sending blood that is made from money everywhere on Penacony. Everyone there is exquisitely dressed and always in a hurry. The greatest wish of the local Pepeshi people is for their future generations to work in the Gilded Hour. I've never met anyone who is willing to talk. I could only stand at the crossroads, watching crowds of people hurrying like the wind through the jungle of steel, only to deposit the alfalfa credits that they'd earned into the bank's vault. I don't know if they would open the vault's door, but before I left, I witnessed a well-dressed Pepeshi person plummet from the sky, while those around him continued on their way, unfazed.
About the Blue Hour.
I hear the Blue Hour is very romantic. Do you have any tales to share?
Perhaps Mr. Yang has heard. There is a large boat called the Eventide, anchored along the Sea of Dreams, where soft music and dancing persist endlessly every night. I ran into a wizened lady there. She was at the dock, waiting for her long-departed lover to return. Waiting for countless hours within time that stood still. In the humid sea breeze, she spoke of her own youth. Like many who desired wealth and love, they came to Penacony to pursue their dreams. Alas, her lover's consciousness was lost in the dark depths of the Sea of Dreams. Finally, she suggested we continue our conversation on a boat in the shallows. I agreed and boarded the boat with her. But she never said anything. Her eyes absent-mindedly gazing at the horizon for what seemed like forever. Finally, we retreated to the beach.
About the moment of dusk.
The dreamscape of chic, luxury, and consumerism, the moment of dusk. My companions have been there too.
Then you all must have seen those who are attempting to realize their dreams. Or have realized them. Scattering money as if it were dust and betting it on all or nothing. Everything has a price, and everything can be bought or sold. Even dreams themselves. I saw an Intellitron there, who was preparing to auction himself. When someone wins a bid, under stipulated periods and rules, he would do the buyer's every bidding, becoming that person's very possession. That Intellitron had been auctioned off 12 times, and I participated in his 13th. That was the grandest banquet I had ever attended. But never again did anyone cast another glance at him. This time around, there were no successful bids for him.
That's everything. What was the point in all of that?
This is what I've seen and heard along the way. Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago. Nor should it be. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed on their own scales. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
And again, we get the text in the red. Previously, I found out that the text in the red could change based on decisions, like dialogue decisions you make in previous scenes. I don't know. I'll have to look up some videos to see what else that could have been.
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice.
Why do people do this? When they're talking about a story, they always have to turn their back to the person.
He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual atom. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, those who found it hard to move forward, who could not advance, forever lost their future. They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this spiritual atom became unbreakable.
And yet, you stand here right now. Which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself. And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he etched the possibilities of human nature into his heart. He was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea. And after that, countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike, yet don't. I, too, have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So I will tell you.
Did she just confirm that she travels to different universes like Welt? I know she said she travels to different planets or different worlds, but the entire idea that there's like similar people, like similar looking characters in between worlds, that's like a universe thing. Like when Welt went from Honkai Impact 3rd to Honkai Star Rail.
Well, I think they already, like, normal people know about that too.
Yeah, but she's saying she's seen old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, which is why I think she's implying that she can travel in between universes. Now, the thing is, not anybody could just do that. Welt was a very, very special, like, situation. So I don't know if Acheron is implying that, or I might just be reading too deep into that.
Well, she is. She definitely went between one of the parallel worlds, but I don't know how special it is.
Even if not completely similar, the story you just told, it overlaps with my past. And within that abyssal dream, I ended that man's life. Alone.
Now, here's what's bugging me right now. Because I've seen people online completely geek out over the Welt and Acheron scene, about how much lore they were talking about. I can't do that. Yes, they're saying a lot of exposition right now. They're talking about what I can only assume is massive lore from Honkai Impact 3rd, but I don't play that game. And I feel like I'm missing out on a lot. And in order for me to like fully embrace what's going on right here, I need to do homework. And I don't like that. Now they're talking about these scenes. It would be nice if they would like show some of the scenes. It doesn't have to be like the exact same scenes from Impact 3rd. They could do like something like Savrog in Belobog, when he went through the backstory of what happened with the history of that planet Urilo 6. And it was all silhouettes and voices, but moving silhouettes and voices. Because right now we're just getting words. I don't get the depths of what's going on. Was Acheron really from Impact 3rd? Was she right on May?
Based on what Welt says here, she's not, but...
But Rada May in Impact 3rd had horns. And we've seen in the trailers, not in the game, Acheron used to have horns. But then again, if she is Rada May, Welt would know her. So, I don't know. I feel like because I don't play Honkai Impact 3rd, or like I haven't gotten deep into the story, like I tried it out, I'm just missing out on a lot right now. I'm playing Honkai Star Rail. I shouldn't feel like this because I don't play Honkai Impact 3rd.
Yeah, sequels should never exist of any media ever.
No, I know you're being sarcastic. Here is an example of what I'm talking about. Okay, the Halo games, right? Halo 1, 2, and 3, made by Bungie. There's a lot of lore in those games. A lot of books written on those games. There have been comic books. There have been anime, cartoon adaptations, and a whole bunch of extra stories and side stories. But in each game, the story, I'm specifically talking about the story, not the gameplay. Each story was self-contained. There was at no point where you needed to know extra lore based on any other existent media on that to fully grasp what's going on in the game. It was all self-contained. Now Halo 4 comes around. 343 is now making the game. You could tell they were fans of the books because they try to bring the story of the books. And right at the beginning of Halo 4, you get just a massive steaming pile of exposition dumped right on you, just to explain just some of the stories going on in the books, so the story in the game could make sense. And they keep making references to a lot of things that happen in the books. And if you didn't read those books, you just missed out on all of it. You don't know what's going on. And like if you read and I read a lot of the books, I understood, but I didn't read all the books. And there's a lot of people who are like, what's going on in this story? It's because they didn't read the books. Honkai Star Rail is not a sequel of Honkai Impact 3rd. It's a parallel universe. We didn't need to know anything about Honkai Impact 3rd when we went through the Bellabog story. Or the Lofu story. Even in the tutorial when we're going through the Herta space station, at no point did we need to understand anything in Honkai Impact 3rd to understand the weight of the story going on in each of those sections.
Why do you need to understand it here?
Because I'm just going off of what a lot of people are geeking out about like just how important this conversation is right now. Because I'm not seeing that importance. Welt was supposed to be one of the most mysterious, intense characters in Honkai Star Rail. And the reason is because of Honkai Impact 3rd. This game has done nothing for Welt. The only reason I know Welt's supposed to be like a badass is because I saw a lore video on Welt. Anybody
Didn't the scene a few minutes ago show that?
They talk about it, but do you understand? Okay, the black hole he has in his cane, do you know what that is?
No, but I don't really need to.
It's a really big deal. It is a really, really big deal. I mean, the only reason we know he has a black hole is because of his ultimate. But it's not just like some extra power he has. Because again, I went through his specific lore video, and there's something very, very special about that cane, or that orb in the cane. We never get that. He has, now if I never saw that lore video, let's just look at what Welt has done in the entirety of Honkai Star Rail. He booped us in the head in the Herta space station to keep us from blowing up. He did nothing in Bellabog. In the Lofu, he walked around with us, but he did nothing. Like he talked with Yukon when they wanted to know why we were there, but that's about it. He didn't have any involvement in the story whatsoever. In 2.0, he didn't do anything in 2.0 either. This is the one scene where, and before with the Lawolcha companion quest, they had a chance to, do I wouldn't even say a deep dive, even a shallow dive on Welt's connection to Otto from Honkai Impact 3rd. If you don't know who Otto is, that's what Lawolcha looks like. Like, why is Welt so suspicious of this character? All we know is that he knew somebody that looked like Lawolcha and he doesn't trust him. And that's it. They could have done so much more. Like, why is this such a big deal for Welt? They completely skipped that. Now here, we get a big scene between Welt and Acheron. this is where he's supposed to shine. If you haven't played any of Honkai Impact 3rd, like you miss so much of the gravity of what's going on with his story, because I kind of know what they're talking about based on the lore video I saw. If you didn't see that lore video, you just think, okay, this is a big deal, but you don't know why. And that's what's really bugging me. This is a Star Rail story, but this scene is for Impact players. That being said, I recommend you watch the Welt lore video. Do your homework, so you can really see how much of a big deal this is. I just don't think games or any stories should require you to go through any sources outside of the game itself to get the full experience. Destiny did that. All the lore was on websites. They kept it out of the game on purpose.
I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated your solitary journey thus far?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling, all because the sun was there. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness? Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
This is starting to bug me about Acheron. That's at least 3 times now. She's asked directly, like, what's the deal with her path? She was asked by Sam, she was twice by Welt, and she has changed the topic every time. Yeah, let's see what Black Swan's up to now.
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
Who is
This
this?
voice. It's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you.
Is this Boot Hill?
Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you, imposter.
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the heck are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollection's memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's fine. I'll leave a round for you. So get that forehead clean and wait for me.
Alright, Boot Hill is kind of a
What you're
badass.
talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to write your will? Sure. Go ahead.
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt. But you are, aren't you? Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Sure. Heck, never thought I'd come across an ally. What a stroke of luck. Well, I'll be on Penacony soon. Memo Keeper, go buy a bottle of Donna's White Oak and warm it up, and I'll raise a glass to you. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, sure, you best get a chair and take a seat. That woman, named Acheron, is an emanator who should not exist.
And they cut it off before they exactly say what she's the emanator of.
You look pale. Or is that also part of your act?
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now. My, what an honor.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them, because I'm the manager of this task.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the Harmony?
Well, my conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family, and that they hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything in motion. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie. Now I'm only one step away from victory. Let's just wait and see.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You betrayed me. Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony. You've achieved what you desired, haven't you?
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler. An insane one at that.
Well, maybe I am. Who knows?
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last legs. You'll thank me.
What's this? Medical advice?
Or just Batman.
You catch on pretty fast, Doctor. Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you, you wing-headed scoundrel. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway, it's just as I guessed it would be. As for now, let the rain of wealth from the IPC fall evenly on everyone.
Mundanite's Insight. A most exquisite scroll holding a doctor's prescription within. Dr. Ratio advises you to only unveil it in the moment of life and death. You look distressed. Is something troubling you? If so, you can figure it out yourself. Venturine, Dance Macabre. Where's it Macabre?
Macabre?
Macabre. I wasn't even close. Jeez. LaRose. Wait, didn't we do a side quest with you?
Would you be willing to support my performance? And keep the Song of Beauty alive in the cosmos?
Oh, right. You sing a really terrible song. Here, I got these gems for you.
Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger like me?
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir. If you ever get the chance, please, feel free to come by and indulge in my singing.
Sure thing. Oh, by the way, do you happen to know anything interesting about death?
Death? That's a pretty scary topic, and it doesn't really match the mood of this sweet dream.
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony. As you know, the more chilling the stories, the more attention they get. Maybe you could help me out.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake up. It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness. Well, all customers are under the protection of the family, after all.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy headline. May Shibe protect us. Unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. But unfortunately, the customer ended up waking up in the end.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to kick in?
Sounds like a hell of a drug.
The world has truly lost its way.
Here, I got these gems for you.
You... Wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, right? You must have some cameras set up around here to film yourself doing good deeds, right? You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience. But you know what? A truly great show never comes easy.
Oh, a great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this dream?
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death, huh? Well, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't think you're the first one who's ever thought of that idea. Death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed it was some exclusive fancy schmancy stuff. Now, what a disappointment. The effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut. And then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights. The sky was spinning so fast it almost made me puke.
Is that all?
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry. They even call this junk groundbreaking art. Can you believe it?
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. I hope you have a wonderful day. A monster covered in eyes. It sounds like the memory zone meme. But buildings and lights... I don't think those have anything to do with death. Oh, that whole dream bubble was probably created using rumors and gossip. The disturbing voice in my head. It's getting closer.
Bochi. This had to be another side quest character.
A sip of liquor. A blissful reprieve. To drown 1,000 sorrows. Let worries leave. I know I have what it takes to become a poet.
Here, I got these gems for you.
Oh? You're giving these gems to me? Didn't expect to meet such a generous soul in this place. Or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter. As long as I have Soul Glad, that's enough. This is just a dream after all.
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good for your health.
Oh? Maybe I really should quit. But not before meeting the Devil of Soul Glad.
The Devil of Soul Glad? Care to elaborate?
Yeah. It's a seahorse with a long neck. They say it loves to appear to drunk people, especially the ones who are passed out on the side of the road. How funny.
Yeah. Very funny indeed. Thank you. Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it. Now I just want to dig out my brain and use it as evidence.
That's one hell of a headache.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger, remember that the hounds are always ready to help.
Here, I got these gems for you. The expression on this hunk of a man was complex, as if he were looking at a mud-soaked sparrow, unable to fly and nearly at his end.
You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and have them wake you up forcefully.
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to. But thank you all the same.
All right, then. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to reach out to us hounds.
Well, actually, I do need a favor. As the most outstanding hound in Penacony, have you come across any stowaways recently?
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony? We've never had anything like that before.
All right. Good luck with your work then. What was I even thinking? Family would never share intel with the IPC.
I don't remember if I did a side quest with this guy. Borrow.
Were you wanting to talk to me? Sorry, I thought you were checking out something behind me.
Here, I got you these gems.
Is this a gift? For me? Are you sure this isn't some kind of mistake?
Yes, it's for you. Just take it.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents, but for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
I knew it. What's on your mind? Are you trying to ask about my father or my mother?
Neither. I just wanted to know if you've ever heard about death in the dreamscape.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in dreams. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire. Funny, right now I'm still under his protection. How ironic.
Hey, stay positive. Gold will always shine one day, right?
Can we get this man some acetaminophen? Uma, don't remember you. That's not what I wanted to press.
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay?
Got you some gems.
Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest, I've never seen anyone who gives out money to others like you. So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale, handing out his gold leaf garment and melting his lead heart in the fire?
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak. So, as an investigative reporter, maybe you've heard something about death?
Another curious soul. I see. Well, that was actually the topic I was most into when I entered the industry. But my boss shut it down.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tabloid. I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts isn't exactly professional material.
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing. The Devil of Soulglad, Dangers in the Dream, and Nightmare Ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in the...
Nope. That was my mistake. Didn't think it was going to go to the cutscene.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers.
There's Sparkle.
Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, Now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer for my efforts?
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Back then, when you asked me to find a mute.
Yeah, he's claiming he was handing in those trinkets to call out Sparkle. I don't think that's the case. I think he says BSing. Like, I think he had a different plan, but then she came out, so he decided to, like, oh, well, I'm just gonna own this one.
Might have been a little
Did
of
you
both.
really mean Robin?
There's that bird again. Okay, so the bird isn't Sparkle.
What if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make? Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Is the other mute supposed to be us? Because we're the silent protagonists, although rarely we actually get a voice line.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16 system hours.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured destruction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke. If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care, too.
Ouch.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. When that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me. Catch you later, fool.
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
So,
that's a flashback.
number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm?
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sigonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, you and your good luck are my assets. Are we clear? Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34 other slaves. Go and play a game with them. You came out alive after 2 days. It proves that you are the real deal.
You're insane.
Testing out if you're a good product.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good, and that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you. So go along now, and don't let your master down.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price. How much did you pay for me?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 tanba. No more, no less.
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 tanba. Deal?
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got some guts. Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place, slave. You're not qualified to be at the table. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more chips for your master, or you never come back. It's all or nothing. Don't embarrass me, my lucky hound.
I wonder if we're ever going to meet this indifferent male, seeing as how he has his own voice actor.
Huh. What brings you here, Gallagher?
What the hell are we?
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment to spare,
Did the
Siobhan?
background not load?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry.
Even the stars in the background are stretched out. The scene didn't load, did it? This can't be the way the scene was supposed to look.
Yeah, that's
This
not how I
bar
remember
offers
it.
a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience
They're at a bar,
extraordinary?
basically, if I
We're
remember right.
dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter. What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up for you.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval.
I wouldn't say that. She's not Serval. Serval's cooler.
Who's Serval? Will you, introduce me to her? Huh?
Oops. She's heard us.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring me any ingredients you fancy. The discussion might take quite some time, so I'll prepare some customized non-alcoholic drinks for you.
In the bar? But aren't all the ingredients right there on the counter?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom. It's all within reach, right at your fingertips.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
You got a girlfriend, March.
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere, master technique, and spin a tale of mystery and anticipation.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck, so don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place when it comes to enjoyment.
And I still don't have to see. I am outside of the scene.
Maybe go to another map and come back.
Can I make it? Can I run and make it over there? I'm not getting any closer. What? Huh? Supposed to go all the way up there? Okay, there should be an elevator over here, right? Okay, yeah, it's over there. And those blocks I got... Yeah, there was supposed to be somebody over here who I gave the blocks last time to. He's not here now. Okay, here.
Hey, look at all these chips scattered everywhere.
A few days ago, an actor from the Iris family came. Caused a ruckus with Siobhan. Those chips must have gotten scattered during all the chaos.
I can only imagine how intense that scene must have been. So, enemies drop gold coins even in a dream.
Nah, it turned out to be a landslide victory.
That being said, opening a bar in this place, filled with monsters, is quite a feat. Siobhan must have a lot of tricks up her sleeve, right?
You'll have to ask her yourself to find out. But I have a feeling she won't budge unless you impress her with an incredible drink.
Recipe high stakes. Okay, so this is this unlocks a mini game, right? The drink mixing mini game.
Yeah.
And let me tell you,
Though I
don't
think
underestimate
it's kind
the
of required for
bartenders
the
of
plot too.
Penacony, especially
For some
young
reason.
Gallagher. This guy is pure magic. He can satisfy even the pickiest of customers. Don't go easy on this old man. Give him a real challenge.
Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, and there's a note underneath. Exchange with your precious things. Oh, what should we exchange for it? And who should we give our stuff to?
Give praise of Hammerals, 50,000 bucks. A bag of, we can't give a bag of trash, that's too precious. There doesn't seem to be anything that we can put here.
I did tell you to exchange with your precious thing.
You know how hard it is to get a good trash bag?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, fine. You put a bag of trash into the empty cup.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't just throw trash. No way. The words on the note are changing.
You just don't understand, March.
Happiness is the dream of the humble. Does this mean we can take it? Something feels weird about this.
Recipe, bright future. Oh, hey, Immigo's here.
It's Soul Glad! But I thought they didn't sell Soul Glad at the bar. Let's give it a shake. Nice, it's still fizzy and has a long shelf life.
Maybe someone else brought it here. Maybe it's placed here for decoration. Don't! It's no good if our drink is it's all shaken up. Maybe somebody else brought it here.
That's possible. You see Soul Glad everywhere these days, so it wouldn't be a surprise if someone brought a bottle here. Why don't they sell Soul Glad in this bar? Did something happen?
It's all about the bartender's pride. It wouldn't make sense for customers to come here and order drinks they can find anywhere else. That's the mindset I use when I brew my coffee.
You're right, Himeko. That's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Stay out of my way. I'm looking for Siobhan.
What was that?
What's all the
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amagi? The Dream Jolt Hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to their heart's content. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in your proposal.
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. You're destined for the Iris' stage, not for this rundown shack. Come with me. We'll become the talk of Penacony, a shining light into every corner of the dreamscape. Please, Siobhan, I really need you.
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests. Don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. If you don't come along, I'll just sit here and not go anywhere else. Give me a sparkling drink. Sweet. With extra ice.
Just one moment.
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with other people hanging around the bar.
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again?
Just what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
You're one of Siobhan's guests, right? What can I do for you? If you're here to convince me to leave, please stop it. I'll never leave until she accepts my proposal. I just don't get why she won't leave this place. This rundown shack with no customers whatsoever.
Siobhan just said anything can be invited. Perhaps you can try various experiments to see what different emotions can brew with different drink ingredients. Read her thoughts. She's calm. Let's make her angry.
Those darn Irish jerks! They're the ones who forced Siobhan into hiding here, running this pesky bar. It's all their dirty scheming. I get it now. She's not leaving because she doesn't want to run into them again. I can help clear the way for her. I can do her a favor. I'll go back and write a letter to the Dream Master, exposing the crimes committed by the Iris family. Siobhan will definitely appreciate it.
Things might get out of control if she gets any angrier. I need to come up with another plan.
I just don't get why she won't leave this place.
Why do we make her sad?
It's ridiculous, right? Our paths were never meant to cross, yet I'm still holding on to her. I'm too timid and shy, longing to shine but afraid of stepping into the spotlight. I need her guidance, because I'll never be able to do anything alone. You don't know Siobhan's past, and you have no clue how radiant she used to be. Even among the talented Iris family, her skill was unmatched. I know she probably thinks I'm just trying to ride her fame to get ahead. But all I want is for her to reclaim her place.
You feel an inexplicable mix of bitterness and sweetness that permeates the air. The next moment, that emotion turns into liquid filling your goblet.
She's still not leaving. Maybe I'll have to try again.
I just don't get why she...
Now we'll make her happy.
I've seen it. The moment when Siobhan and I share the stage. The crowd is going wild. Applause crashing like waves. The aroma of irises fills the air. A beautiful melody playing. Ribbons dancing around us. And the taste is sweeter than honey. I've seen that scene countless times in my dreams, and every time it mesmerizes me. That's why I have to bring her back to that world, no matter what it takes. Want to raise a glass, my attentive listener? Let's consider it a toast to my far-fetched dream.
Amiki poured Pika a white grape soda in a tall glass. The rims
Well, talking to you has got me feeling a bit down. My thoughts are swirling, making my mind clear, and bringing tears to my eyes. Maybe I should find a place to reflect on what Siobhan truly means to me. Here's the payment for the drinks. Please, pass it on to her. I'm leaving now.
Amiki has left? That's good for her. Radiant dreams may be enticing, but they're nothing more than dreams. Her drink is on the house. Please keep the money. When you're ready, go to Gallagher. I can tell he's itching to show off his skills.
Right now, when I talk to Gallagher, is that going to start the minigame?
I don't think so, no.
Because I want to call it a quits very soon. But I want to leave at a good point.
That being said, mixing a drink is way simpler than you'd imagine. Just pick your favorite ingredients, toss them in a glass, mix it up, and it's done. So go ahead, explore the bar, and bring me any ingredients you prefer.
I've gathered all the ingredients I need.
Nice work. Let me take a look. You found some interesting ingredients there. Now, take your pick. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient sets the tone for the initial taste and the lingering aftertaste. So, which one would you like to use as the base?
Wait, I don't have any dream syrup? Okay, we'll use the Pika white grape soda.
The original formula is said to be Nunu's favorite drink. It's sour and bitter, and the bubbles burst in your throat like swallowing rusty chains, evoking thoughts of dungeons and prisons. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time to pick the adjunct, the ingredient that'll create a marvelous chemical reaction with the base. It should give an unforgettable taste without overpowering the main tone. So, what's your choice for the adjunct?
High stakes.
This is the most pungent adjunct we have, and my personal favorite. Before Mikhail left, the wrinkles at the corners of his eyes had deepened like knife cuts. He mumbled, his breath too weak to climb up his throat, caught up in his chest. But I could smell it. The lingering scent of Penacony itself on that night.
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's
Wait a
pick a
minute.
decoration. Which style do you prefer? Anything you need, I've got it.
Mikhail, wasn't that, okay, when we were with Firefly, or looking for Firefly, we kept hearing a woman call out somebody's name called Mikhail.
Yeah.
Who's Mikhail de Gallagher?
It hasn't really specified.
Huh. Hanusign. How can I not go with
A
Hanusign?
symbol of bravery and dauntlessness. May you break free from your shackles just like he did. Well, it's done. Here's to you, innovator, with this glass of time to murder and create. To great vengeance.
Well done, Gallagher. You're not over the hill yet.
So, are you satisfied?
Oh, the flavors! They're way more sophisticated than Soulglad.
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the adjuncts. I can taste the spicy and sour notes with a hint of sweetness. I'm not entirely sure what it all means. Maybe Mr. Gallagher can shed some light on it.
Well, if you're expecting a profound answer, I'm afraid I'll disappoint you. The imagery it implies is pretty straightforward.
Dude has a mullet. I
Just
just
a
realized that.
glimpse of what this dream truly tastes like. Nothing more.
Does this true taste have anything to do with that Mikhail?
I heard that name in my dream.
Yeah, that name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out by that masked fool girl, I think I heard someone calling that name. Do you remember?
I was right about you. You guys seem to know quite a bit. And now there's no reason to hide anything from you anymore. Let's dig deeper into the case. And of course, I'll tell you a story about Mikhail. Alright, let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. In other words, she's a stowaway. She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, the hounds wasted no time searching for that girl in both the dreamscape and reality. But here's the thing. We only received bad news, and the trickiest kind at that. she simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality, as if she had never come to Penacony at all.
Huh? Does that mean...
Death eradicated her? Maybe things will turn out different than what we think. Is she a ghost? Death eradicated her?
That's impossible. The problem now is not that she's dead, but that it's as if she had never existed in the first place. Let me be frank. This case, actually, is unlike anything the Bloodhound family has dealt with before.
Dealt with before? So, death does happen in Penacony, if I understand correctly.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults here. Surely I don't need to explain too much to you. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what? Such events are highly unlikely and only affect a tiny number of people. If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to understand the true problem with the family.
I guess it's time to tell the story of that Mikhail.
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music box too, right? Do you know the secrets it holds?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it? It's quite poetic.
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case, so how could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from the family. You might have even guessed that the relationship between the family and the Watchmaker isn't as close as it seems.
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe that the father of Penacony and its actual managers are at odds.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the Watchmaker an enemy for a long time, but the Hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be living only in the characters and stories he created. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world, inviting you here and causing chaos?
So, you want to seize this opportunity to expose the Watchmaker?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you in the dark, right? Because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the Land of the Dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony, and he's the root cause of all the anomalies in the dreamscape.
And what does this have to do with Mikhail?
You don't get it? Well, I mean...
Is the Watchmaker Mikhail?
The betrayer of the family, he's the Watchmaker.
Called it. Sometime later.
Here we are, Clock Studios theme park, the most popular entertainment center in Penacony.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the Watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to maybe a library or an archive room of sorts. But an amusement park?
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. But to me, it's a prison for the planet's past. You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were brought here, helping the Garden of Recollection salvage the leaking memoria from the macro void. The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped, and people started meeting each other in their dreams, living lives that were almost identical to reality. But everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. In the end, the dream world was unable to alleviate the suffering of prisoners in reality. One of the prisoners broke free from the IPC shackles and fought for freedom. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great peacemaker, and the faithful companion of the underdogs.
I'm just a cool guy. So the character Hanu is based on a real-life person. So the Clocky cartoon is actually a documentary.
History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you realize this, you'll understand why we're here.
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
They just received a lockdown order, supposedly from Sunday himself. Who knows what it's for?
What's going on? Why can't anyone go in?
Now, I really want to continue to learn more about this, but I'm tired. I'm kind of in pain. I need to get some rest, and I'll try to continue streaming this tomorrow. We are already... almost 3.5 hours in. So we got like what? A total of 4.5 hours counting yesterday. Let's say about 5 hours in. Celia, how much more of the story do you think we got?
I just feel like you're probably like 2/3.
We're 2/3 in, or we got 2/3 left?
You're 2/3 in. Wait. I don't know about this.
On the bird. So tomorrow we'll see if we can finish this, depending on how I'm feeling. My health has been kind of weird lately. So yeah, and I got 0 energy right now. I am. What did I just click on? Huh. So yeah, I'm just gonna knock out. You guys have a great one. Thanks for joining me, Celia.
Night night.
Later.